Hi, I'd like to share with you a deep dive that I went through while I was studying about pilgrims. While I was learning about pilgrims, and I'll share the link below of this information that I gathered, I found it very intriguing that it was mentioned that they didn't want to be called pilgrims, that they wanted to be called saints. And that just really resonated with me. And so I wanted to learn more about why that was. I thought that pilgrims was more of a newer word instead of a very, very old word. I learned that they used this word after Christ had died for those people who were told by their church leaders, you have to go to Bethlehem where Christ was killed and also where he was born, and you need to do this in order to pay for your sins. And it was a very difficult journey. There was a lot of people that died because they were robbed, and there were royalty that went and paid for their sins as well. And they would write their names there on the walls, and that was their first graffiti. Then they got sick of people dying and being robbed and being killed, and so that's when the Crusades started to happen. And the Crusades were a very bad thing. I disagree that that was the right approach to it. I just am happy to know that there was more than just reasons of money, which was what I was taught in high school. We are not supposed to have religion and government in the same spot. But when you're learning about a religious people, it is critical to be able to talk about those religious things instead of just trying to take all religion out of history, because there is a lot of religious beliefs that people need to know about, even if you disagree with them. And it's good to learn about those things and be able to decide for yourself what is good and what you're going to support and how you're going to support it. So with that being said, these pilgrims did not want to be called pilgrims. And I think the reason why they didn't want to be called pilgrims is because of the Crusades. They wanted to be called and known as saints and as people who did good and were living at a higher standard as much as they could, being not perfect and doing better than what their ancestors did. There are life-size nativities that we go to now these days, and I think that is one of the reasons why we do those things. And I think it is a blessing, because then there isn't that edge or that need. Oh, I want to go to Jerusalem, and it makes it so that there's less pilgrims there and there's less of an exhaustion of people that are going to this place, which I think is a good thing that people are going there. I think it is even more important to have a good relationship with your own faith and being able to find ways to have a good relationship with other people. You all have a great day.